Most gardeners hang up the trowel in late summer. They look at the tired tomatoes, the bolting lettuce, and they think the season is over. It isn't. The gardeners with a full kitchen in October, crisp radishes, sweet kale, bowls of beets, they plant now, not in spite of the heat winding down, because of what comes after it. Here's the part nobody puts on the seed packet. When nights turn cool, many vegetables convert stored starches into sugars. Cold doesn't just keep them alive. Cold makes them taste better. That isn't garden folklore, that's plant biology. Today I'm walking you through 8 vegetables you can still plant in late summer for a sweeter, longer harvest. And stay with me until number 3, that's the one that gets noticeably sweeter after every light frost. And most people rip it out too early. Let's get our hands back in the soil. Before we count, one honest note. If you're roughly zones 5 through 7, this week still matters a lot. Zones 8 through 10, you often get an extra few weeks. Use them. Read your first frost date, count backward by days to harvest, and you'll know exactly how bold to get. Number 1, radishes. People treat radishes like a spring-only crop. That's the myth. In late summer, soil is already warm, so germination is fast, and the cool nights ahead keep them from getting corky and hot. Many varieties are ready in 3 to 4 weeks. That means seed this week, table by mid to late August, then sow again 2 weeks later for a second wave. One rule, pull them on time. A radish left just a few more days turns woody. Set a phone reminder for day 25 if you have to. Good ones for this slot: cherry bell types for speed, French breakfast for mild flavor. Number 2, arugula. If July tried to bolt everything you love, arugula in this window is your reset button. Cooler nights bring back that clean, peppery bite instead of bitterness. Direct seed. Keep the top inch of soil evenly moist for a week. Baby leaves in about 3 weeks. Full cut longer if you want. One rule, cut and come again. Snip leaves, leave the crown. One row can feed you into fall if you don't yank the whole plant. Number 3, the one I promised you, kale. This is the vegetable that laughs at a light frost. When temperatures dip, kale ramps up sugars. The same plant that tasted fine in September can taste outstanding in November. So if you've ever pulled kale in early fall and thought it's fine, not amazing, but you may have harvested before the magic. Plant starts now if your season is short. Seed if you have 8+ weeks to hard freeze. Lacinato, dinosaur kale, and curly types both shine. Give them sun, steady moisture, and don't panic at the first cold night. One rule, wait through at least one light frost before you judge the flavor. Let the plant finish the story. That's why number 3 isn't just grow kale. It's grow kale long enough for the cold to sweeten it. If this is already saving your fall garden plan, tap like. It tells YouTube another gardener needs this before the month gets away from them. Number 4, spinach. Spring spinach bolts when days lengthen and heat hits. Late summer spinach rides the opposite train. Days shortening, nights cooling. Sow thick. Thin for baby salad, leave others to size up. Bloomsdale types avoid leaves handle chill well. One rule, consistent moisture at germination. Spinach is fussy when the crust dries out on day 2. A light board or row cover for a few days can help lift once you see green. Number 5, lettuce. Here's the science in one line. Hot soil can make some lettuce seed go dormant. It just won't sprout. That's not you failing, that's temperature. So for late summer sowings, start in the shade of a taller crop, use a light coverboard or pre-chill seed in the fridge a day or two if your afternoons still roast. Loose leaf types forgive more than dense heads. One rule, morning sun, afternoon shade if you're still in a heat wave. If you're not being soft on the plant, you're being smart about physics. Number 6. Beets. You plant once, you can eat twice, greens early, roots later. That's a gift for a small raised bed. Sow now for fall roots, thinning greens go in the sauté pan. Detroit dark red and golden types are reliable, leave enough space for shoulders to swell. One rule, don't crowd. Beets stuck too tight give you gorgeous greens and marble-sized roots. Thin like you mean it. Number 7. Broccoli. Broccoli wants to finish in cool weather. Planting in late summer aims the head at fall, not at a July meltdown. Transplants are your friend if days to maturity are tight. Keep water steady. Heat stress now still shows up as buttoning later. One rule, feed and water consistently after transplant. A stressed broccoli rarely makes a generous head. Side dress lightly once it's settled. Zone call out. Shorter season folks, choose earlier varieties and don't delay another week. Number 8. The quiet workhorse, scallions, green onions. While kale gets the frost poetry, scallions get Tuesday night dinner. So thick, snip what you need, let the rest keep coming. Many beds will push through light freezes with a little mulch. One rule, harvest with scissors, not by yanking the whole plant every time, unless you intentionally pulled a bunch to roast. Cut low, leave the base, repeat. If you only add one easy row this week, mark it scallions. Future you standing at the cutting board in October will thank you. Eight crops. One idea underneath all of them. Late summer isn't the funeral of the garden. It's the on-ramp to the sweet season. If you plant for the cold instead of mourning the heat. Radishes and arugula for speed. Spinach and lettuce for salad bowls. Beets for 2 harvests. Broccoli for a real fall head. Scallions for every skillet. And kale, number 3, for the frost that turns good into great. I've put together a simple fall planting checklist. These 8 crops, rough days to harvest, and a frost date reminder line for your fridge. Link is free in the description. Grab it before you head to the nursery. And I want to hear from you. Which of these 8 are you planting, and what's your zone? Drop it in the comments. I read them and it helps other gardeners on the fence decide. If you want more practical garden guidance without the noise, subscribe and ring the bell. We show up to help you grow with calm and clarity. Thanks for being here with me at Life Zen. Stay positive and keep blooming. I'll see you in the garden.